Nice. Yes folks, we are finally back in session. So basically this update can be split into two. There's the free update and also the DLC that came out. The free update covers a few different things. Goofy stance, which if you did ever play in Goofy stance was important to you. I don't, so it didn't really make any difference to me. Power slides have changed a little bit. Reverts have been fixed to like not throw you off course so much. Manuals, you can drop off things and it doesn't like tap down or anything. Board breaking, I don't really use that. Jacuzzi boards. And there's a bunch of like different bug fixes and related things, but we'll see if we can figure those out as we play. In terms of the DLC, we've got this map which I'm currently on, LA Park, which is basically Venice skate park, but kind of at a ridiculous scale. We've got some more outfits and some object drop obstacles. It's $8, so I don't know. In terms of the map, we'll see if it's worth it or not. So yeah, looking at the actual park itself, like this is huge. It's like, how many rails do we have? It's like 20, 30 different rails, ledges. You've pretty much got any sort of combination you can possibly think of. So if this is your jam, this is pretty much paradise. Having said that though, if you're not so much of a park person, and in my mind Session is more of a street skating game. It's kind of got that grimy East Coast, New York kind of image. If that's more your thing, there is a little bit of street stuff over on this side. We've got a few spots which are at Venice Beach or in that kind of surrounding area, like this ledge. When you go over this way, there's not really a lot of things there. Like there's a few benches and some not really skatable benches over on this side. One interesting thing is like the old, was it the pit? I can't remember the name anymore. Like a little bit of a homage to that over on this side as well. So we'll try and skate some of these sections. For me though, the most jarring thing is coming back to this after playing Skate for so long. It is wild trying to get back into it. It just feels so completely different. But the more I play, the more I remember how satisfying this is as an experience. Like the jank is, well, it's still jank. Not a lot of that has been fixed, if I'm being completely honest. And especially after like the slightly more polished nature of Skate, in terms of just throwing the board down, because look at this. You know. And just some of the things related to this game, like it's not really 100% complete, and it probably never will be. But once you get over that hump, getting back into it again, trying to figure out the controls, turning with the triggers, all of that stuff, I am starting to remember, like, okay, yeah, I remember why I used to play this game so much. The fact that you only do more simple tricks, there's something satisfying about that, because when you hit them, it feels so good. I think actually they fixed the thing with manual catch that, like, the catch timing was off depending on which way your board was facing, which always threw me off and made me kind of stop doing manual catch because I just found it frustrating for long lines. That's fixed, so I may actually go back to manual catch. I'm on auto catch for now, just to sort of get back into the swing of things, but yeah, just as a disclaimer. Be honest, the thing that threw me off the most was no slides and tail slides. Like the sense of distance between you and the ledge feels way different compared to Skate, so I was like overshooting the whole time when I first started playing this again. I don't know, I had like a rough first hour trying to get back into the swing of things. Now I feel like I'm getting there, I'm getting back into it. Yeah, this game's definitely a weird one. Because like when you got it with Skate out at the same time, they both got their quirks and things that everybody thinks needs fixing. So we don't really have a solid 100% complete skateboarding game right now. You've got to choose your poison, essentially. trying to do a 50-50 up this thing, but it is not working whatsoever. Ooh. I think I'll slide off, to be honest. Oh dear. Nice. So yeah, like this part of the map is fun. I just wish there was more of it, if I'm being honest. Now, skate parks are cool, but most mod maps tend to be skate parks because they're a bit easier to do. The way Session handles a lot of the street spots, which are really dense, and tons of weird, awkward angles, is kind of my jam, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, drop it off into a manual seems to work okay. That was one of the changes, because it was kind of broke previously. Okay, it was to grass, but those ledges are kind of thick enough for you to sort of get on top, roll on them a bit. I doubt you could do this whole area because you have to keep pushing. Maybe see if we can try somewhere else. Nice, that worked. So moving on into the actual skate park. It's kind of... Oh, I missed it. Missed that one as well. Business as usual. The interesting thing is they've got this side of the park, but none of the transition stuff really works in this game. So it's a bit of a curious choice that they went this intense on, like, fleshing out this section. Because it kind of just emphasizes the fact that it doesn't really work very well. I mean, it kind of works. You've just got to, I don't know, figure it out. Okay, so stuff like that can kind of work. Emphasis on kinda. Oh, nice. Little pole jam. Not pole jam, just a pole. We could maybe try and get something on that. Oh, yeah, nice. Probably try spinning on top as well. But from past experience, that never really worked that well. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Barely holding on. I have to say though, it's like pretty non-stop. If that is your jam, you could just do lines and float up and down for days. Probably have a good time with it. As to whether this would be worth it for you to actually buy, like the update alone, the free update, kind of fixes a lot of things. So some people may just be okay with that. It kind of depends if you like skate parks or not, or if you're here for the more street-orientated side of things. I think for the sake of this video, obviously I'll play it. Would I prefer this over some of the more proper street spots? Probably not. That little here is pretty cool. Jank. Yeah, I kind of want to veer away from that part because I know something's going to go wrong. I say that, I turn around and do something wrong as well. Screwed whatever you do. What I can tell, Smiths and Feebles on ledges are still kind of temperamental. It is kind of interesting though. Like, you'd think a park of this size, it has everything you ever need. Should be super happy with it. But for some reason, the more it ends up like this, I don't know, just feel kind of numb to it. It's just a lot. It looks a bit like a mod map, like in the way somebody would just do some sort of crazy mega park, which is nice, but it doesn't feel very natural, if that makes sense. But I must say, after spending all this time wondering if I'd be able to get back into session again, I feel like I'm back into the swing of things pretty handily. If you're coming from Skate and you haven't played this in a while, it is going to be a pretty horrible first experience, to be honest. You're going to be like, I don't know if I can play this anymore. Give it a little bit of extra time. And that feeling of satisfaction you get from hitting things in this is probably going to come back. Ooh, we got a little ledge to rail combo there. Ooh, nice. That took a few tries. In the end, we've come back here to screw around on this a little bit. Okay, that didn't work. I don't know how far I'm supposed to skate this thing. I suppose all the way to the end, but the curve is pretty harsh at the end. And you have to be so delicate with the turning. Maybe a challenge for somebody. Somebody will probably figure it out. How to go from one end to the other, because it does kind of keep speed the whole time. And surprisingly enough, going up doesn't really slow you down. Close. Nice. Clean. It's kind of the way we wanted to do it. And that will be a good ender for this video, I think. Do let me know what you think about the state of session right now. Like, it's jank, but it does feel good, I have to say, after all this time. Going back from Skate is a bit of a rough... Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was harsh getting back into this again. And it definitely feels weird in its own way, but it is very satisfying. It's kind of reminded me how good this feels to play sometimes. At the same time, this is a paid DLC map, but it is a skate park. I think people are going to be kind of split on their opinion on this. I'd prefer a street map. Hopefully they come out with another LA street map at some point. And yeah, with Skate out at the same time, I think the whole community is going to be split, arguing over which is better, which is worse. Because you do have to pay like $8 for this map. They are kind of forcing you to pay money to keep going with this game as well as like what's going on with Skate. So I think opinions are going to be all over the place. Anyway, plenty more of this to come. I'll probably come back here and try and do some more with this ledge, like some of the more weird aspects of the map, because that's definitely my style. Yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.